Yeah?
Yeah, at the society meeting.
All right, I'll get more then. You can take those. I'll get more. Okay, see you guys. How are you? Very good. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah, how's it going? You know about the death in Winnipeg where the guy sat in the emergency and they didn't know.
I don't understand how someone can sit in a waiting room for 34 hours and the staff, I mean, there's 800 people a day come through here, 1,000 plus yesterday. I know who's in that room for 34 hours.
Yeah,
How can you not know?
So what was about here before? Just
Rooms, SROs. In that first 3 days, your body's completely going through a readjustment. And that's when most people bail. So when we were designing these, we said, let's get people into rooms on their own. Let's put a toilet in and a shower. If you've got the chills, you can sit under the hot water. If you need the toilet, it's there. And that kind of thing. And basically, we don't have anybody bail in the first 3 days. And if you can get through that first 3 days, the probability that you're going to complete the program is now just doubled or tripled.
I'll just send an email.
Yeah, you've got my email.
Yeah. The non-clinical staff who work in the hotels and the bank and all these kinds of other places where people are used to seeing us do a magnificent job of interfacing with the population. And that allows BCH to send people that have all this clinical knowledge and that.
I mean, we used to talk about treatment on demand, right? Or, you know, like making it immediately accessible, I think is like a huge key difference to what used to be done down here and what's happening now with InSite.
We all seem to know Libby.
Like a more traditional kind of detox, it's very hard to get into. You have to book appointments way in advance, which if you're a user, you know, you may be able to go to it in a month, you may not, depends what your life is that day. Whereas InSite is more, yeah, or even you might not have a phone to follow up the appointment. Whereas InSite is more accessible, so having it right here on top of InSite is, you know, it makes the connection a lot closer, I think. No, I don't think so.
But I know she walks the walk and that kind of thing. I mean, I could say that comfortably.
You have lots of politicians that come through here and stuff. How many of them get it like Libby? Is she the exception?
I would, yeah, I would say so, yes.
Well, I mean, I was here at the very beginning. That's why I've been part of this whole process from the very beginning, even before. We were talking about a safe injection site. People said, you'll never get elected. If you go out and talk about the drug laws and prohibition, you'll never get re-elected. And well, maybe not, but we got to start changing this. So, and it has changed, right? I mean, the political culture's changed too. It's very strong in Vancouver. InSite has, well, even Gordon Campbell supports InSite, the Minister of Health provincially, the police, the businesses. So, because the evidence is on the ground.
But Harper can't close it down until the Supreme Court would.
That's right.
Nothing can happen.
And they're going to lose. Harper, the Conservatives are going to lose on this. I'll tell you that.
Honestly,
I'll just do it like, I'll stay here.